Hello and welcome to the daily Nintendo Rant. I'm taking this video and recording it on a 3DS. So if the picture quality is bad, you know why. It's a 3DS. My topic of the day, the Amazon Fire just came out, the FirePhone, and it has 3D technology similar to the 3DS. And my question is, do you think Nintendo is going to keep with 3D, going forward, say into their next system or whatnot, and do you think they'll continue to try and improve it? Like, could we see 4 front-facing cameras on the next handheld? Like, so to improve the 3D quality, what you see and how much. I haven't tried the FirePhone. I mean, it looks nice, but it's $200 with a contract, all that stuff. But I think if a company like Amazon, who really just had a successful ebook reader, like a Kindle, so they took what was a Kindle and now they're in the market of tablets and phones, you know what I mean? It seems like almost every company, if they're worth anything, Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, obviously, right? They all have their own operating system, Windows, right? And the market tends to be going tablets, cell phones, things like that. And every single time Nintendo falters, the first thing people suggest is Nintendo should get out of the game. Just stop doing it. Just get out. Who cares? You're never gonna make it. Just get out of the business. The same thing was said a long time ago, back when the GameCube first was shown. People were like, oh, it's never going to make it. And for 5 years, people were like, oh, but if only Nintendo would stop making games for their system and start making them for the PS2. It's so obvious. But the whole point is, every time Nintendo falters, people say they should just give up. But I don't think they should give up. I think that they should learn their lesson, try and not necessarily imitate their competitors, but know where the market's going for types of products. If I could have a device like a 3DS that was comparable to the other handheld devices, Windows Phone, the iPhone or iPad Touch even, you know what I mean? If it had those types of functionalities, I think it'd be really good. But it's already been confirmed from Nintendo itself that they're going to have a common operating platform. And this means that they'll have one basic operating system similar to, say, Android or iOS, so that multiple devices, even of different architecture, so you can have, certain basic handheld, and you could have a really powerful handheld, a really powerful console, and there wouldn't be a shortage of games because they all share a common programming language. So even though we know for a fact that going forward, Nintendo's going to have a common platform. They're going to have a portable system. They're going to have a console system. And then, of course, we don't know anything about the quality of life platform that they've talked about. We have no idea, no clue what it is. But we know it's coming. Nintendo's not getting out of software, and they're not doing anything like that. They're going to try and make their own things, because that's what they've always done. And if they fail, oh well, they still have enough money to last them for 10 or so years. So, there's no fear of whether or not they have to succeed. It's not a dilemma situation where they're going to succeed or they're going to die. It's not life or death. That doesn't mean I don't want them to succeed, but also even if they failed, when Nintendo falters, a lot of times they try and buy your business. Just got Mario Kart 8, they threw in Pikmin 3. If the Wii U was selling like hotcakes, I would have had to buy those separately, but I didn't. So, I got off on the rant there for a moment, I'm sorry. It's usually what I do. So, but I still hear people talk about, to this day, right before E3, GameStop, which is worthless, obviously, was like, well, I still think Nintendo's going to do a hybrid system that's half of a portable system, but that you can also use as a console and whatnot. And we know for a fact that there's no such thing as a hybrid. They're not making a hybrid system. They're not doing that. One of the investors in January asked that specific question during the Q&A. You guys are combining your R&D 1 and R&D 2. Does this mean that you're going to combine into one device, like a hybrid system? And Iwata responded by saying, probably the opposite is true. We're probably going to make more systems, and that's when he told about the common platform and whatnot. Now, a lot of times when people talk about the hybrid system, they talk about the advantages of being able to play a game on the go at the same time that, that game they can play on their TV, with their friends and things like that. If Nintendo had a common operating system, you'd still be able to do that type of stuff, It's like an Android phone. I have an Android phone, and it's like, oh, I got all my contacts, all my documents, all my movies, whatever, are stored on Google Drive. But I can turn that off, go to a tablet, and do the same things with the same programs and whatnot. So, in my eyes, going forward, I think Nintendo's going to really focus on having a common operating system so that software can be shared more easily. And now they have one research and development team, unified research and development team, which is now based at their new headquarters that they've been building for the last few years. So, but I also think that this whole Nintendo Network ID, which people just complain and complain, I want to be able to buy Punch-Out here and get it here for free. But I think that will eventually be the thing that connects all the devices, because when I get a brand new Android phone, I just log in with my whatever, my Gmail account or whatever, and all my contacts come back, all my software, whatever. So I'm not really attached to any given physical piece of hardware. So I don't need one hardware to rule it all. Like, oh, I wish I had one hybrid system to play all of my games. I just want one common operating system that's playable with those types of games. So, but then even if I'm on my computer, I could log on to Gmail and see everything even without a device that runs Android. So I hope they do that too, because already I can go on my computer and look up my Miiverse account and post Miiverse things even without a Nintendo system. So start having the Nintendo Network ID work across the board, and then have a common operating system for as many systems as they wish. Portables, multiple portables. People complain, oh, the Wii U's not powerful enough. It's like, yeah, but you could have both. I would gladly pay for a really, really powerful Wii U for $500 to $600 or whatever. Wouldn't matter to me. And I think we're going to see some real change when it comes to the next operating system. I'm mostly really, really confused about the quality of life. Not confused in a bad way, but I can't put my mind on it. I have no idea what it is. But I'm still intrigued. And if it's good, I'll still buy it. It doesn't matter to me. Because Nintendo, it's not just about, it's not going to be video games, but knowing Nintendo, when they say entertainment, they mean entertainment. It'll be fun to use. So, I just hope that going forward, now that Nintendo, once they have a common network system ID, plus a common operating system, they could start trying to be like the big boys, Apple has iOS, Google has Android, Microsoft has Windows, and now Amazon, they have their Kindle, Kindle Fire and Kindle, the FirePhone. So we're all kind of going into that market of every single company having devices that do practically everything. There's kind of a set assortment of that type of thing. So I think Nintendo could compete because they still have their software. And so the ease of use, the quality of life, all that stuff, it could all come together pretty soon. But we'll have to see. But if you hear anyone talk about a hybrid system or anything junk like that, just don't listen to them. And sorry about the quality of the video. I'm recording it right now on a 3DS. I wanted to see what would happen. If you want to see more videos, just comment, be like, hey, I'd like to see more videos. Okay? I'll see you guys again.